All right.
It's that time. That's that time. I look forward to this every Sunday, the 50/50 Music Podcast with Opio and D-Light. And
Yeah, yeah.
we going to talk about triggering the Spotify algorithm, music, entertainment, news, and more. Y'all, stay right here, like and share. Come on, hit the intro. Oh,
Ooh, ooh, ooh. I am out
oh,
of
did you get
rhythm. Ha ha ha.
the? Yes. Now we're
There
running
we
a
go.
little bit late today, ladies and gentlemen. I was having some technical issues and difficulties just with my own personal life, but O was like, "You better hurry up. The Cowboys and the Washington Redskins about
Yeah,
to be playing."
yeah, man.
He was ready to cancel the show, y'all, but here we are, and we have a great discussion topic for you guys today, discussing the triggering of the Spotify algorithm. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I know you guys are curious. You want to let's talk Spotify. Let's talk about some of our DSPs right here at 50/50 Music Group. All right, but before, because I gotta rush it, he said the game is happening. I ain't gonna ask
yeah.
you how your week was and all
No,
that. Let's
no,
just jump
it's
right.
all right.
It's
We
all right,
can we
but you're
can
just
ask
looking
that.
forward to that game
Yeah,
today.
yeah,
We
yeah.
do the game on Sundays. The
Yeah.
day the men.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
serious, like a holiday for y'all every damn Sunday. But I appreciate you being my co-host with the most, and
yeah,
let's get this show popping and started right now, and let's talk about the 50/50 music report. All right, that's what
yeah.
I still need an intro for the 50/50 music
I know, right?
report. You know what I'm
We'll we'll
saying?
we'll
Let me.
we'll we'll create that. I'll
Okay,
get somebody
I
to
need
create
me a
that.
little, like, it could be the same, but you just got to say the report. You
Yeah,
know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah,
All right, we're going to get there. Okay, we're going to get there. All right, so everybody's been talking about it. Ye and Drake, they held a historic benefit concert for Larry Hoover this past Thursday at the LA Memorial Coliseum. One of my friends was like, "Nah, we can't do that Thursday night. I'm going to the show." I'm like, okay. And then so I'm an Amazon Prime, Amazon Music subscriber. And so Amazon streamed it live on Thursday night on both Prime Video and their Twitch channel. Okay, so we live on Twitch
Mm-hmm.
right now too. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
if you ain't down with Twitch, get yourself Twitch, because too, like Snoop and other artists go live. Alicia Keys, they go live on their Twitch, and it notifies you if you're following them on the DSP Amazon Music. All right,
Mm-hmm.
so anyways, when Amazon announced the free Larry Hoover concert, they said it's going to start at 11. I mean, at 8 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, which was 11 for all the people on the East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
But in Lauryn Hill fashion, the show started 90 minutes late.
90.
90 minutes late. And for
Shoot.
a digital concert, that's like, I didn't think that was going to happen, because I told you we were moving and had a lot of stuff going on. So,
Mm-hmm.
my studio's a little bit different today. But,
Mm-hmm.
anyways, yeah, I was thinking it was going to start right on time. So when I tuned in, I was like an hour and a half late, and Kanye had just came on, and I was like, well, maybe Drake went on first. But Kanye
No,
kind of
Drake
went
went
on
on last,
first.
right?
Yeah, he went on last. It was really good though. I really liked it. I was jamming. When we got past Kanye's Super Soul Sunday concert part in the beginning, I was like, okay. Then when he started kicking in his hits, then it started working. I don't know. Bless his heart. If he really is what he is trying to say he is, I don't know. Don't be playing with God though. You're gonna be holy, Kanye.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but anyways, but I ain't the one to judge, because only God can judge, because I ain't no saint. So
Mm-hmm.
let's say but anyway, so it started 90 minutes late, so people was mad at that. But not only the people were mad, but the feds were mad. Okay, the feds basically um
They always mad.
they mad. They put it out there. They trying to help the gang boss, currently serving 6 life sentences. They trying to get him out of jail. And
Yeah.
And Drake and Ye promised the proceeds would go towards serving several foundations that support those who are incarcerated. So I'm down with that because I had a brother who served 25 years to life and got out in 22 years. We was fighting. Okay, we were fighting, but it took a long time. And all he was a felon with a possession of a weapon. So, these foundations really need this type of money. So I am very impressed that they actually the proceeds or benefit those who are incarcerated. So but yeah, TMZ reported that that the free Larry Hoover concert actually shocked the feds, and they call him one of the worst criminals. So one of the
worst criminals since back in 1977. Come on,
okay.
Yeah.
How about Dr. Fauci? Let's look at corruption and liars.
That's a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother.
Okay, well, let me stop. So, one of the federal law enforcement sources who's connected to the Hoover case, he told TMZ that prosecutors are surprised to see Drizzy and Ye throwing so much support behind the Free Larry Hoover movement, considering the facts of the case. For those not in the know, Hoover was convicted and sentenced for an Illinois murder back in 1973. He wasn't the trigger man, but prosecutors say that that he directed the shooting of a man who was accused of stealing from his gang. Hoover is credited with founding Chicago's infamous Gangster Disciples. Kanye is from Chicago, Larry Hoover, you know what I'm saying? It's a connection there. So while he's serving 150 to 200 years for murder, the Fed stepped into they indicted him. And for drug conspiracy, they throw the RICO charges at you when
right? They try to get you and then stack it up against you. Yeah.
But I ain't never seen such organized crime anyways, with the juice, the juice, the Jim Jones juice, and all of this vaccine talk and all that kind of stuff. But anyways, that to me is organized corruption, organized crime is the same. So the Fed's gonna be mad at him. Y'all need to be mad at everybody. Okay. But anyways, that's just that.
Really about that, but I'm not. I can say
I shouldn't even have said the B word.
Yeah, but I can say an impactful phrase, but I'm not gonna even.
Hello. So, anyways, and then everybody was wondering, was Kim Kardashian, was she there? But yes, she was in attendance. They done broke up. But she was there, and she was seen posing with pictures alongside of their daughter North, who's 8. And this was the first of Kanye's concerts in 5 years. So it actually was a good look. Him and Drake were beefing, and then they kind of made amends, and Drake gave it up to Kanye as being somebody that he that inspired him, that he idolized. So it was really a good look in my opinion, and I really liked the concert, even though it was like 90 minutes late. 90 minutes late was perfect for me.
Yeah, but I mean that to me, I think that whole beefing thing was a little fake.
Them label beefs, like that.
I think it was just the
Hollywood beefs. Okay.
Yeah, I think it was just the sale record.
Well, because look at that. They came together for a historic concert.
Real quick. Yeah, real
quick. You know what I'm saying? Real quick. It's like, okay, Kanye and Drake hung out, and then it was like, boom, look, we're doing a benefit concert.
When Prince asks you to come, then you come. So
right.
You know what I'm saying?
But allegedly, the sources are saying that Kanye wants Kim Kardashian back, but she's rumored to be dating that Saturday Night Live comedian Pete.
Yeah,
Davis.
But I also read that after the Saturday Night Live performance, far as I think was that Miley Cyrus when she was on it. What was that? Miley Cyrus was on it. Yeah, someone saw her going to his apartment after the show. Yeah, so I don't know how much that is. How much they date.
And then he's 28 and Kim Kardashian in her 40s. Okay,
yeah.
I
You
don't
know,
know. I don't know.
hey,
But
it is what it is.
it is what it is. So let
You
me
know what I'm saying?
share the screen. I'm definitely this time on and then wait a minute, real quick. Shout out to everybody who is tapping in with us right now. Let me cancel that. See if we got any comments. Oh, you said put on your headphones. I can you hear me okay and everything?
Yeah, no, I can hear you, but it
Yeah.
was an echo a little bit. It was like a little
Is it
echo.
still an echo?
No, I don't hear it now.
Okay, well, I'm sorry
Yeah,
about that, y'all. I'm running so late this morning. I forgot my headphones. Um, yeah, shout out to everybody that's tapping in and actually leaving a comment. Make sure you can leave us a comment if you have a question on this discussion topic that we're getting ready to talk about, discussion on triggering the Spotify algorithms, and we're getting ready to talk about DSPs. If you got a question, comment, or whatever, you can leave us a comment right here live, or you can email us at podcast@5050mg. All right.
yeah,
.com. All right. So
yeah.
let me see. Screen share. I guess. Uh,
There you go.
okay. Okay. But then can you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay. It looks like it's going crazy though. Can you see
It,
this right here?
yep.
Let me see. I'm not.
You
It's,
in?
it's
Yeah, that's yeah. You in StreamYard now.
okay. So I'm in StreamYard. So that's not the
Yeah.
screen share that we looking for. That's not
No,
the
I mean
screen
that's
share.
yeah. I saw all of your tabs. You can
But you
go to
see
each
all
tab.
the tabs. I'm trying to show you one tab. You know what I'm saying?
Was
I'm
it?
trying to show
Yeah.
you
Was it
one tab.
inside of? Was it inside of
Okay,
Chrome?
here, let me share this screen. And okay, well maybe
Yeah. Just go to the tab. Just click the tab.
okay. Can you
Yeah.
see this right here?
Yeah. And just
Okay,
maximize it.
but see that's what it is. It's not letting me maximize because it's showing all the screens. Oh, you know what? Maybe this is what it is. I can't have the same, I can't be in the same browser. Maybe I can't be in the same browser with there we go. You know what I'm saying? Girl, just put on
Mm,
your thinking cap, child. You got
mm,
to just put your thinking cap on nowadays. All right, so I felt this story right here was kind of interesting. Let me get rid of the banner. Let me get rid of this banner. The Music Biz Report. Y'all already know we talking about the Music Biz Report right here.
mm-hmm,
Crates. Crates adds cassettes to its indie vinyl production platform, making it a one-stop shop for artists looking to sell. So
mm-hmm.
as demand for physical releases continue to grow, vinyl crowdfunding pioneers Crates is looking towards cassettes as the next frontier in independent revenue building.
Mm.
So that's quite interesting. You know, I still own some cassettes, OPO, and some of my old music from the 90s. I actually got to get some of my cassettes fixed.
I don't own no cassettes, no CDs.
No, you don't
I
own
got,
not one cassette, no
nope,
CDs.
nope, nope. Got rid of all of them.
Well, it does say the cassette tapes reached its peak back at the later half of the 1980s. But it's been experiencing a resurgence in popularity in recent years. Okay, especially in the UK. So I don't know what y'all think about that. Leave us a comment. I really
But
think
they
that's
still,
interesting.
I mean, they still make Walkmans and tape recorders.
They do. I just
So,
bought a Walkman not too long ago because I told you my brother went in prison back in the 90s and
wow,
he had tapes that I was holding on to, and I was like, I know bro gonna want to listen to his tape when he come
they
home.
still make
You know what
those.
I'm saying? And
That's a,
they sell Walkmans on Amazon. I actually
wow. That's a
I
lot of overhead
actually
right there, boy, to make those things.
I'm a fan. I'm like I'm gonna keep my eyes out on I'm looking. I gotta keep my
Yeah, I
eyes
mean,
out.
I know the vinyl, but tapes, dang. Okay, cool.
Tapes. They
Yeah,
making a
man.
resurgence at OPO. They making a
Mm,
resurgence. I just want to let everybody know out there
yeah.
watching and listening, tap in. Leave a comment. Let us know. Let us know what you're thinking, man. Let us know.
People really want to rewind, huh? They really want to go back and
They
fast
want the
forward, don't
tape. They want the tape.
they?
So let me try to
uh,
rush through this news. In other news, Dr. Dre to drop a ton of new music and unreleased exclusive tracks through Grand Theft Auto
yeah.
Online.
Hmm.
Walkmans and CD players, somebody
My
said.
man, so my man, so happy with that divorce. He dropping music.
Man, did you see that? I said, you know what? When I have my divorce party in March, I'm gonna have to get the same. I'm gonna put a picture of Drake with his divorced AF,
Yeah,
divorced is F pictures. And his little. I'm gonna put a picture of him, and then me. And if he can do it, I can do it too. So get a balloon
just in
ensemble and be
time.
like divorced as F.
Just in time. You know, he did that just in time when his divorce was final. He like, she ain't getting a cut of this music. She ain't get a
Mm.
cut of these royalties, these
Didn't
publishing.
you hear me? You hear me? This is all fresh new money for him. So yeah, that's pretty dope, y'all. And I know he's set to perform him and Snoop is Mary J. Blige at the Super Bowl. So I can't wait to see that. But
Hmm.
it is official that he's set to make a ton of unreleased tracks available to Grand Theft Auto Online players
Hmm.
as part of the popular video
Yeah.
game upcoming the contract story update.
Yeah.
So, anyways, yeah, and it says Rockstar Games just recently announced the Super Bowl halftime show headliner role in GTA Online, which has reportedly attracted north of 34 million players to date. So yeah,
Hmm.
this is definitely a good look for Dr. Dre, and
So
we're gonna
what
talk
he
about
probably
this.
do, since he do that, I mean, once they update or if it's online, then they probably will do an update for us with all of his new tracks. And I guess they will, excuse me, and what they would do is probably track all of the updates. And if, or they will have it where you will have to buy the updates far as for his music. It's either one of the two, and then he will probably get a royalty off of the
Mhm.
updates, even if
Mm,
they do sell the update, or if they have a anybody that, you know, far as anybody that updates it, then his royalty probably would kick in or something like that. I'm just thinking off
mhm.
the head. I don't know if it's
Yeah.
final or what, but I'm just believing what would make sense. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm just, you know, fishing here. But yeah, but that's a good look though. That's a real good look.
Yeah, I mean, and
Yeah.
artists, we're gonna talk about some tips and like where's the money at right now in the music business? Because we know the streaming. If you're not like somebody like Drake,
Hmm. It's in
getting
the
billions of
publishing.
streams.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Music,
you
the music is the money is in publishing. It's in
hold
publishing.
on, that's in the tips coming up. Where
All
is
right.
the
All
money at?
right.
That's in the
All
music
right.
tips coming up towards the
All
end of the
right.
show. So y'all hold on for that. But that's part of where the money's at, where you see Dr. Dre. You know what I'm saying? Follow the money,
Yeah.
y'all. Follow the
Yeah,
money.
man. Yeah.
So Apple Music, another story. Apple Music's $4.99 voice plan is coming in a matter of days with the iOS 15.2 update. So Apple Music's voice plan is they're saying this is what to expect. Apple revealed the latest release candidate to Apple developers for testing purposes. One of the release not notes, I'm sorry, includes reference to the new Apple Music voice plan, which is cheaper voice only music streaming plan. So is that sort of like Alexa? Like Alexa.
I guess so. I guess so. I didn't look more into that. So
You didn't even know. So let me
no.
see. What is the Apple Music voice plan? In October, Apple first introduced the cheaper voice-only option for music streaming. The plan is priced at $4.99 a month and can only be accessed using Siri or Apple devices. So yeah, it's sort of like it's sort of like
Oh,
you
so
know
Alexa, something like Alexa
yeah,
or
something
something.
like
Yeah.
that. So you got the family plan, the voice plan. So users can only access songs, playlists, and albums. No access to Apple Music app is included. No access. There are no limitations on playback, and you can also ask Siri to play music based on listening history, likes, and any playlist.
Hmm.
All right, well, that's the news, and that's Apple news right there. Let's
Hmm.
talk about some universal news. Now, Opio, this is interesting because we talked about putting together a virtual group.
Yeah.
Um, and now this came out last week. Universal to develop virtual identities and NFTs for its artists in partnership with avatar tech firm Genies.
Hmm.
Universal is getting into NFTs in a big way. Here we go with the NFTs now. But I think I sent you something last week that Boyce Watkins, Dr. Boyce Watkins had. He was saying that um, it could be a sham. this whole NFT thing could be a sham, and that he was gonna do more research on it and get back to people. But he was like, this might be one of the biggest
You know
sham
what? And the thing,
label music record industry trying to pull off.
you know what? And the thing is that I am with Watkins on this. I am
Uh-huh.
with him on it. And one thing in IT that they tell us is that
Uh-huh.
sometimes you have to wait out certain things and see what develops something
Yeah.
new. You know what I mean? Let all of the kinks and let all of the, the mishaps and the errors weed itself out. You know
Right.
what I mean? And then you jump aboard. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Right.
even though we getting ready to get into this, the thing is I'm still a little I need to see a little bit more in a
Mm-hmm.
minute. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But the thing is that if we do jump into the NFT, I would create our own universe far as for that.
Mm-hmm.
And not be on someone else's platforms. I would like to build our own, and which we can do, which that's no
Right.
problem. Yeah. So um, I'm just still a little skeptical because it's just
It's
the
different. I would
yeah,
just say
no, no,
it's
no, no, no. It's
different,
different, but it's
futuristic.
technology. But I mean, that's
Yeah.
my realm. But the thing
Mm-hmm.
is that um, you know, you can have a digital imprint far as a picture,
Mm-hmm.
and it can sell for digital. I mean, someone can take that picture and do some alterations to it and then upload it again. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? And
Yeah.
change, the information within the picture because
Mm-hmm.
I know how to do that. So
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. It's just a
We gotta
little
we work we got our eye on it, but it's a wait and see approach. But we're
yeah,
actually
yeah, because
kind of
yeah.
working on it, doing our research as well. That's
Yeah.
kind of where
Now
we
the
both
music
are
thing,
with
yeah.
this.
The music thing now I can yeah, but the other part of it and everything, so it's just have to really um make sense. And it's
Right.
right now it seems like it's all over the place. It makes sense a little bit, but
Mm-hmm.
it makes sense like 20% of the
Right. Well,
sentence.
I want to say this real quick. Fair use. We're showing all of this stuff for educational
Hmm.
purposes. So, music, businessworldwide.com can't come back and sue us or even digital music news. So
Hmm.
fair use. All right, everybody, fair use. This is for educational purposes only. So
Yes.
let's read a little bit of the story. I'm not gonna go too far in it. But just last month, the world's largest rights holders launched a metaverse group consisting of 4 virtual characters. Um, and it says with plans to develop and release new music, NFTs, community based products, activations, and experiences in the metaverse. Now, UMG has linked to an expansive global partnership with avatar technology company Genies to develop avatars and digital wearables for UMG's artist roster, building on what it says are the company's early collaborations to bring recording artists into the metaverse. So, y'all.
And yeah, and you know who emailed me this week? And they emailed me that article
Yeah,
right there. And that was
really.
the company that we are talking to over in Singapore. They emailed me
Right,
that.
right,
They
right.
emailed me
That's
that. You know what
awesome.
I'm saying?
That's
So they was
awesome. Yeah,
yeah, so they was asking that, are we too late? Da, 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 da. I was like, no, we're not too late. You know what I'm saying? We just
right.
joining,
Cause
we're
yeah,
just
cause
joining it. You know what I mean? They
yeah.
have, and the thing is that they're building their own metaverse. So
Hmm.
that's, so we will be entering that, but
Hmm.
it's a process. It's a process. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
I have
Absolutely.
to, like I say, I have to make sure everything is up and up, make sure everything is done correctly. So
Hmm.
yeah,
Absolutely.
so yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. All right. So that's that. We had to do our kind of little chat real quick on the NFT and digital metaverses and all of that stuff that's going on right now in the world. But this is the last news report right here. Music industry people, artists, managers, everybody get ready. A&R Worldwide's Music Expo is taking place since California's Entertainment Week, March 20th through the 25th, 2022. I didn't even know we had a California Entertainment Week. Okay, but let's get into it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Music Expo and the Global Rock Summit come together for an impactful week of music, digital, A&R, publishing, sync, tech, radio, and more, including panels, networking lunches, artist showcases, and cocktail parties. Okay, you can get the information on this if you want to reserve your spot and make sure that you are present to get your networking on. musexpo.net. Okay, so musexpo.net. Tell them that the 50/50 Music Group podcast sent you. Okay.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah,
So
yeah. We will be there. Yeah,
Opio said he's gonna be there, and I'll be looking
yeah,
forward to seeing you because you in
yeah,
DC.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and
Me and my
I'm here in
partners.
California, so I'm coming through.
Yeah, me and my partners. We're gonna take a flight out there and come to that. Yeah,
Gonna take a flight. Amen.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
amen. All right. So I'm looking forward to that. So let me stop my screen share now. Let me stop my screen share and let's go ahead and talk about triggering the Spotify
Yeah,
algorithm. All right.
yeah.
So first and foremost, let's just kind of talk about the digital service provider, Spotify. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we DSP, if you didn't know, that's what it stands for. So for artists, Spotify is it's a music discovery platform. Okay. Because we know the streaming is very important. And right now it's engulfed music sales. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
streaming is kind of like
Yeah,
that's how you make money from music sales.
yeah,
And let's talk about that real quick. So is downloading music downloads, people still doing that, or is it just literally streaming?
yeah. You got some people still downloading music. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
If
do occasionally.
Yeah, if I remember, the last time I looked at that, far as globally,
Uh-huh.
people were still downloading music around like 40 something percent,
Uh-huh.
something like that. Yeah, and the rest was doing streaming. So
Okay.
I can't remember if that was last year I looked at that or
Yeah,
this
I mean,
year.
I think I downloaded something on accident the other day, and then
Hmm.
and then I literally just kind of make my own playlist
Yeah.
and
See,
just
but with Spotify, if you buy the premium,
mhm.
then they give you the option to download the music too.
Okay.
So you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So,
Well, in
I
Amazon
don't know.
Music, you can
Yeah.
stream and download it.
Yeah. So, so far as just going and downloading it, people still do download it. So,
Yeah. Okay. Well, I just
mhm,
wanted to ask you that real quick. All
yeah.
right. So, but Spotify is a music streaming service that offers digital audio content.
Hmm.
Basically, audio content can be accessed for free, whereas premium user subscription enable users to access offline mobile content as well as listen to music without advertising. And at the end of 2019, the company announced 124 million paying subscribers. So they making money, okay,
Hmm.
to say the least. Um, but let's just talk about some of their stats right now before we talk about triggering their algorithm.
Okay.
So right now, currently in the third quarter of at the end of the third quarter 2021, Spotify reported 381 million active users worldwide, and this was marked as an increase over 60 million in the past year. So they gained 60 million more
Hmm.
subscribers in the past year. And then you want to know, like, who's next? Who else is out there as far as a DSP um, on the heels of Spotify or producing those type of numbers? So Apple Music,
It's a
yeah,
yeah,
go
but
ahead.
it's another streaming company that's over in Japan that has more numbers.
Then
But
Spotify.
yeah,
Mm,
yeah. We went
wow.
over one of those I think that was last week. We went over one of them. I can't remember the name of it, but
Okay.
yeah. But they're like I tell a lot of other people, I tell people that there's other streaming platforms out there that's big, that's really
Right.
big, that's you don't know about in the, know about in the United States. So
Yeah,
we ain't the
exactly.
yeah, it's a whole big world out there. It ain't just United States. You know what I mean? So
Right. And just Spotify and
yeah,
Apple
yeah,
Music.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Right,
We
right. So
concentrate on that instead of just United States. We concentrate on the world because we got clients all over the world. So yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. This light up here is getting on my nerves. I'm trying to I'm gonna have to cut that light off. I'm cutting my head off because you see that. Okay, well,
You
anyways,
good. That's
yeah,
cool.
it's a light. You see that light behind me,
Yeah.
like on the wall, that the track lighting. Oh
Yeah, yeah,
Lord,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
trying to. Okay, let me stick my head like this. But anyways, let me not move.
yeah. You
Uh,
good?
but anyway, so with that being said, where Apple Music is they had 72 million subscribers worldwide in June 2022, and that's up 4 million from December of the previous year. So yeah, but still it says Spotify is the market leader besides
Yeah,
the people in, that's probably here just like the UK
yeah,
and United
yeah,
States.
yeah,
um so it remains the market leader in our countries. And Spotify generated over 7.88 billion euros, and up from and that was 6.7 up from 6.76 billion the previous year in revenue. Okay, so
mhm,
they're definitely increasing constantly. And this majority of Spotify's revenue comes from their premium subscribers rather than ad placement. And so that's good to know. And then so anyways, another stat is that they generated a revenue over 7.88 billion euros, which I said. But
yeah,
what's so interesting is that they're operating in a loss. So while Spotify has become a market leader, thus generating high revenue, it has also experienced a significant jump in operating loss from 73 million euros in 2019 to 293 million euros lost in 2020. According to Spotify, this is due to high costs in areas such as content creation, marketing, and sales, as well securing rights of audio and video content. This operating loss is likely to have a significant impact on the profitability of the global streaming service. The net income of Spotify seems to confirm this, since the company has been operating on a loss since its inception, claiming its highest net loss is 581 million euros in 2020.
you know
So, yeah,
what they
what's up
need
with
to
that?
do?
What?
They need to offset some of them daggone companies that they own. That's what it is. They need to
Hmm.
offset some of them companies because they went out and bought, a couple companies, to
Uh-huh.
do whatever that they need to do. So you probably just need to offset some of them companies. And I mean, as a company, and you might have to do some layoffs. Mm, but
Right, because
they
how can you continue to operate in a multi hundreds of millions of
You
dollars worth of loss?
yeah, yeah, you know what I
That's
mean? So
yeah.
that's
Now
what
and
but that's what I was saying before when you were saying that, they was going into other countries. When you go
Mhm,
into other countries as far as digital and you have your own platforms and stuff like that,
uh,
and you have the different rights and the different, guidelines and things of that nature, you have to set up a whole new server, whole new everything, and that cost. That is a
mhm,
cost to do that,
yeah,
to connect far as with that language, far as with that music, far as with those guidelines, far as with
mhm,
all of that costs. Every time you do that, that's a
mhm,
cost. Then you gotta,
yeah,
then you have to, hire the people far as for that region or for that country to delegate all of the stuff that needs to be done to it. You know what I mean?
right,
So yeah, man, I think Spotify got a little, I ain't gonna say they got too big to fail, but
mhm,
I think people can do without. I mean, some people probably can't do without Spotify now, but the thing is that um, it's um, it's a lot. It's a lot that they have to deal
mhm,
with.
mhm,
But I just hope they can survive it. I mean, I know what I would do if I go if I you know, hey, it is what it is. I'm not. I'm just. It
right.
is. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
speak because we was in that realm before dealing with the
Yeah.
outlier stuff and everything.
Yeah.
So we kind of know exactly how all of that works and everything. And
Right.
yeah, they might just have to offset some of them them other little companies and everything.
Yeah.
Um,
And
yeah,
that's when it's hard when they start laying off and then they put more job duties on one person and that person is overwhelmed. I've been in that position before.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, it's just a tough position to be in. It says while Spotify has struggled with generating an operating income, the music streaming market is actually expanding. The number of
Hmm.
subscribers to music streaming services has steadily been rising. I mean, they kind of forced you into it. I didn't want to have a music streaming platform like Amazon Music or pay
Hmm.
for a premium subscription or Apple Music or Spotify. I didn't want to have to do that. I used to just want a song, go on and download it or whatever, and then put it on my playlist. But they started
Yeah,
they started taking away like playlist creation and things of that nature and free accounts. And and you don't want to,
yeah,
it just
yeah.
so it just made people. So that's
But
why
but
it's rising
yeah,
because
but a
it's
lot of
forced.
people prefer picking their songs for their playlist than the old terrestrial radio type of way.
They
You know
do.
what I mean?
I don't even I barely ever listen to radio, even though
Yeah,
I know it's so important
yeah.
to an artist as far as the Billboard charts and the media based charts. That's
Hmm.
how you
Yeah,
really kind of prove yourself as an artist
yeah.
and get those opportunities to, chart.
I don't think
But
I don't think anybody listens really to the radio unless you're in the car and you're going to work and coming
exactly.
from work. So,
Exactly.
or you're
And
going
then some
wherever
people
to the
have like
club or
iHeart.
whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they have like iHeart, and some people just like to have it on in the background. So we have like a Bose speaker, and occasionally we may turn on the radio and listen to like 94.7 out here in California, like while we
Hmm.
cooking and stuff like that. But so radio still does, it's a way to discover new music and stuff as well, and hear those
Yeah.
oldies but goodies reoccurring songs.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
anyways, it says that the number of subscribers in music services has steadily been rising, highlighting the increased popularity of digital music consumption. While this development goes hand in hand with a decrease in physical music sales, the more recent upsurge in audio content streaming can partly also be attributed to the heightened demand in entertainment caused by the coronavirus pandemic. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and we talked about that last week. The average payout is like fourth. And what's 0.004
Yeah. Yeah. That was like a
it's like a
quarter of a cent
cent or
or something like that.
yeah, like a quarter of a cent. So,
Hmm.
but anyways, but for somebody like Drake, let's do his numbers here. Drake, for an
Hmm.
example, I think he's like the number one music streamed
Yeah.
artist
He
on Spotify.
makes a little under 200,000 a month on streaming.
8.2 billion streams in 1 year. Drake
Yeah.
got. And then I multiplied that by that, that fourth of a cent. And that, I was like, if my calculations, I did it twice too. And I don't know if but $32.8 million in streaming revenue for Drake.
Yeah. That's probably for the year.
Yeah. I mean, when
Yeah.
you multiply 8.2 billion by a
Yeah.
fourth of a
But
cent, that's still some
is that
money.
is that on Spotify alone or is that across the
Um,
board?
I think that's across the board. That's
Okay.
across the board. Yeah,
Yeah.
because so he was the most streamed artist
Period.
on period. So and that's a 8.2 billion. So I mean that brother on music streaming, and we know that we're gonna talk about that a little bit later on where's the
Yeah.
money at in the music industry if artists, especially emerging artists, is only making a fourth of a cent.
Yeah.
But somebody like Drake, hey, music billion 8.2 billion streams,
Yeah.
he's making a nice streaming revenue,
Yeah.
okay, in the millions.
That's monthly
Okay,
too. That's monthly too.
he making money. So
Mhm.
but while Spotify, you care about that streaming and connecting and getting discovered by fans. Spotify, they really only care about music subscribers and providing a good user experience to get people to stay on a platform. and,
Yeah.
and bottom line is people want to hear good music. So let's talk
Yeah.
about good music, and that leads us to the topic: triggering the Spotify algorithm.
Mhm.
All right. So opioid. can you give these people out here that's rocking with us on this beautiful Sunday morning, all right, December 12th, can you tell the people out there, give them some tips? Okay, somebody needs to hear this. So like and
Okay.
share. What are some tips on triggering the Spotify algorithm? And we just kind of focusing on
Um,
the DSP today.
yeah, you know, one thing that you have to do is once you release your you know your single or your album, you know what I'm saying, you got to let it marinate for about good 4 weeks before the release. So that means, you know, you have to pitch your songs uh, to the playlist while it is in the release form. When I mean in the release form, meaning that it's in that period of, you know, submitting it for release and its actual release. You know what I mean? That's where, you know, the algorithm can work for you, and make sure also that you put all of your tags in it, all of your keywords. You know what I'm saying? What type of mood
Yeah.
it is? Is it a hype song? Is it a party song? Is it a sad song? Um, all of that matters. You know what I mean? And the
Mm,
biggest thing to me, I think, also matters is that you set up your your Spotify profile professionally. And what I
yeah.
mean, you set it up professionally, mean is that you um, excuse me.
Get verified as a
Yeah, yeah.
verified Spotify
You
artist.
dot all of your I's and cross all your T's on your profile,
Yeah.
meaning all of the
Upload your brand.
the HD profile pic, you know, all of the
Mhm.
pics, pictures, your
Bio.
bio, the whole. And
Mhm.
I tell a lot of people just go to like Justin Bieber's profile and
Right.
look at his. And if you see his, do the exact same thing like his.
Right,
And if
because
you do that,
he's like up there in like the top 10 streaming
yeah,
artists as well.
yeah,
So you
you know what I
definitely want to
mean?
follow the money.
Yeah. So what you do, you just go ahead and mimic exactly what he did on his. You know what I
Hmm.
mean?
Absolutely.
Spotify is a social media platform. It's with music. That's all it
Hmm.
is. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
The more that you're on it, the more that you do what you do, far as being on it, the more it will help you. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And you know, a lot of people don't even understand that. You know, Spotify has its own playlist platform that you can submit to. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I know it's, you know, all these other third party playlist platforms, but Spotify has their own. You know what I mean? And plus, I mean, if you come with us, you know, and if you are a prominent artist and you're dropping something, then you know we can also send your stuff up to UMG Ingrid as far as for to put your stuff in playlists as well. You know, we have one artist right now, Mark May, which he's a TikTok sensation, man, that he is really doing something in those playlists. You know what I mean? He is
Yeah.
really working, and plus his stuff is in on radio and other platforms. You know what I mean? So it
Yes.
works for you. The more that they see that you're gaining momentum, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It will, you know, it will work for you. The algorithm will work for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the thing is that you have to let that 4 week span far as when you submit for release and the actual release to work
Hmm.
for you in your favor. You know what I mean? Because that's how Spotify work. They ask you for your songs before they actually be released on Spotify. They
Hmm.
ask you to submit your songs for a playlist before it's actually released. So, you know,
Nice.
yeah. So it's really imperative that you uh, 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 obtain or get your artist Spotify profile. You know, that's one of the things that we ask for once you sign with us, far as if you're an artist and we do manage your page. Um, we do ask for access to your artist Spotify page. That's like one of the first things that we do once you come aboard, you know.
Right.
So yeah,
Right.
yeah.
All right. Well, I wanted to, just basically let you guys know that Spotify is always watching and learning and observing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And their algorithm is ran by artificial intelligence, AI. So they are driven by stats. And right
Yeah.
now, I would say the whole music industry, everybody want to know your stats. How many people are engaging with you on YouTube? How many streams? How many views? Everything is driven by stats.
Oh,
Um,
can I add this one little
yeah,
segue
sure.
into um also if you uh share your links far as your artist link or your album link or your single link,
Uh-huh.
that also triggers the algorithm to help. The more that you help Spotify, the more that they help you. You know what I mean?
Mm,
And also far as with, and this just like segue, this, I know we on
'cause they
Spotify,
want
but
people to
this,
stay on their platform.
yeah, but it's
Right.
also with with YouTube, it
Mhm.
kind of worked the same way. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You have to let that algorithm work for you within those 4 weeks of your release. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Even
So
with Facebook,
yeah,
all of these social streaming platforms is if they want you to share links within their platform because ideally they just want people to stay in their platform. So if you
yeah,
giving your website and you taking people out of their platform and to another platform, they don't like that. They want you to
no,
share
yeah,
their links, stay
yeah,
within.
yeah. So yeah. So
Yeah, so understand that.
yeah, so it's very, that's why we kind of like try to ingrain into artists or labels, man. Make sure the 4 weeks, you do everything that you need to do. That is very important that you do
Mhm,
all of the stuff like we said in dispatch, and
mhm,
that's kind of like some of the stuff that we tell you, in dispatch also.
mhm.
You know what I mean? So that is a very important window once you release your music, that 4 week span, you know.
Right. Now, you guys, there's something that you have to do. It says, let me see right here, live viewer comments show up on StreamYard. This is an example. Okay, anyways, I think you have to show your Facebook profile if you're like in your name. If
Who is
you might
this?
be private, you have to like click onto something so that we can see who you are. But this Facebook user says, peace, I sent my new single time in 2 weeks ago. I'm gonna hit you later today. So okay. All right,
I
we
don't
don't
know
know who
who.
you
No,
are. And
no.
I don't recall seeing it, but if you guys got music you want to share with us, you guys got questions, tap in. You can reach me or Opio at podcast at 5050mg.com. Okay. Podcast at 5050mg.com. I just was in that
Yeah,
email and I
I
didn't see your
sent
time.
you my single
Yeah.
time two
Anyways, we
weeks
gonna
ago. I
send it,
don't.
send it in. Let's go. We working.
Yeah,
We out here trying
yeah,
to work. Okay. We if you got your stuff together, we looking for artists that we can partner with, sign. We looking for labels that we can partner with and sign and give, and start building a team. Start building your team. You don't have to be out here on an island in an independent label all by yourself.
yeah,
Okay. You got
yeah,
us. So it says Aladdin Trashad, my baby. This young man is so talented. He can sing, he's an amazing dancer and everything. He said, I definitely want to know how I can work with the team to launch. Okay, come on now.
okay,
Uh, hit up your girl D-Light, hit up OPO. We can be reached at podcast at 5050mg.com. I would love to work with you. You are just amazing. So send us some of your new stuff, Trayshawn. Okay, we want to hear it. And so I wanted to since let's get back on our topic real quick because I know I only got you about 30 more minutes. Let's be up out of here by
yeah.
10:30
Because
my
I'm looking
time.
at the every
I
time
know,
I'm looking at the game over here.
I
That's
know
why
you
I'm.
looking at the game. I'm gonna let you go. Give me about 20 more minutes. Let's talk about
All right.
triggering this Spotify algorithm right here. So the algorithm, you guys, takes loads of stats into account when deciding which songs to suggest to its users. So it's important stats that Spotify algorithm they're looking for. Okay, now, OBO talked about the tags and the mood, style, genre. So the listening history. Okay.
Yes.
So the algorithm is always checking for your listening history. What history, how many people are listening to your music, and then the skip rate. Okay, the algorithm is including that too. If people just skipping through your music, the skip rate, less skips, more recommendations. You can trigger the algorithm by getting less skips. Okay, keep that
Mm-hmm.
skip rate down. Okay, so
Yeah.
listening time, getting past the 30 seconds is the key. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so you got to make good
You
music. Yeah,
you know
go ahead.
you know one thing about UMG Ingroups and their platform that you
Mhm.
can see all of that. You can see if
Mm,
people skip your song before the 30 minutes, I mean before
30
the 30
seconds.
seconds and
Yep.
after the 30 seconds, it will give you a breakdown of everything that, far as with Spotify, man. So
Yeah.
that's really important. You know what I mean?
So they are
Yeah,
checking for that
they
listening
are
history.
checking, boy.
They are
So
checking for that skip rate.
yeah, so you know what, so you know what works and what don't work, what type of songs
Right.
work and what people are looking for and what they're listening for. You know what I
Right.
mean?
That
And you
getting
yeah.
past that 30 seconds is key, you guys. The listening time, the algorithm, that AI
Mhm.
looking for those factories. How long people listening? If people are skipping, what's the listening time? If is it getting past the 30 seconds? And then they looking at all the playlists. That's the personal playlist, indie playlist, and official playlist. All right, so they,
Mhm.
no matter if you are an upcoming artist, or if you're a major artist, it
Yeah.
really, they're it
Yeah.
treats everyone fair, in my
Yeah.
opinion, and what they're saying.
Yeah.
But you have to be getting streams. You have to get yourself out there. Okay, you have to get on some of these playlists. You have to put money into Spotify promotion
And
or
also,
playlist
yeah,
promotion.
buying ads and Spotify ads and everything like that.
Hmm.
That is very imperative that you do that. It might be a
Yeah.
little costy, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But it's into video IG,
Yeah, they slid up in our DM. OPO, they
no,
said they
well,
slid up in your DM. You ain't,
no,
you know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
but the thing, no, 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 because the thing is, we don't answer from our IG anymore. You have to go to our website.
Oh,
Yeah,
he
we don't
bougie,
do that.
y'all. He bougie, y'all.
No,
You
it's
gotta
not
send him
me.
the official email.
No, I got other people also that's,
They're running.
yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, you hit that, you don't know who you might get or whatever like that. So what we
Right. If
did
you want to
was we
reach us,
just,
yeah,
yeah,
you got to go to podcast at
yeah,
5050mg.com
or
and
go to
understand
our
that,
website.
yeah,
Yeah,
professionally, the best thing is to email somebody unless you do this. Okay.
yeah,
I got that. Basically, since we talk about triggering the algorithm, I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but if you do get some of these playlist curators IG handles,
mhm,
they will take you pitching your music to be on their playlist via IG. You can slide up in their DMs. But when it comes to labels and A&Rs and people like that,
yeah,
music directors, program directors, even probably DJs, you really want to probably email that person. That means you're about that business.
yeah.
Okay.
A
So
lot
when
of,
you hit us up,
and the thing, and this the thing I also want to address too. I'm not just 50-50 music group. You know what I mean? I have a whole team now. I don't have just me and just two other people. No, I got a team of like 15 to 20 people. So, you know what I mean? So it ain't just me anymore. I can't just answer, through IG or anything like that because, I don't really, I'm getting out of that realm of answering, you know, that type of stuff.
yeah, because
Um,
Opio might just send it to one of his label
yeah,
managers and be like, check this
exactly.
out. And
Exactly.
y'all,
You know it.
oh,
You
y'all
you you
reach out
know
to
it.
this artist for me.
Exactly.
Exactly. Because you can't do everything. You can't tech out, run the whole operations, be signing people, doing all the
You know what I
contracts,
mean?
and listen.
Nah, I got other people for
And the
doing a whole lot of
podcast
other
and
stuff. You
everything.
know what I'm
Well,
saying? So
I put podcast at 5050mg.com on the screen. All right. So make sure
yeah.
you hit us up if you have any questions. Drop a question in here too. If you want to ask a question about triggering the Spotify algorithm, let's talk about it. Okay. I think we covered, let me see, the algorithm playlist hacks. Okay. So
Hmm.
we've given you some of the playlist hacks. Um, let's see, getting your music into release radar and discovery weekly can give your stream count a big boost. Okay, that will get you more streams and than any other playlist. Okay,
Yeah.
that's because the algorithm playlist tied to each individual user's listening habit.
Yeah.
Release radar is entirely based on your followers. Okay,
Yeah.
if someone follows your Spotify profile, which is y'all need to do campaigns.
Hmm.
Literally, I would do weekly campaigns on follow my profile on Spotify, follow my profile on Amazon, then do follow my profile on Amazon Music. This is huge, you guys.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, you wanted to talk about that a little bit, Opio?
Yeah, like I said again, I'm going back to that 4-week span before the release and the actual release. You know what I mean? When you submit it for release, that is
Mhm,
very imperative with Spotify. What we've seen um, is that we had some of our artists get on release radar in that time span because we submitted, you know, singles between that 4-week time span before it dropped on Spotify. You know what I mean? And it picked it up. I think it was Alex Alexion,
uh-huh,
our artist in New York. Um, Wonderful artist. She got on release radar. You know what I mean? And that
uh-huh.
was before one of her singles dropped. You know what I mean? And they picked it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we have access to her Spotify artist profile. And your artist profile will tell you all of that. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It tells you everything. So,
I
yeah,
know people are thinking, they're thinking, well, how do I get on Discovery weekly playlist every
yeah,
Monday morning? You know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
Well, each Spotify user receives their own Discovery Weekly playlist, okay, every Monday
Mhm,
morning. So if you guys
mhm.
didn't know that, pay attention to Discovery Weekly playlist on Spotify. This playlist is based entirely on the specific user's music taste, and it's not put together by Spotify's editorial staff, but instead by a clever algorithm which analyzes individual listening habits and spits out similar songs that certain users may not have heard before. Okay, so that's also a way that you can increase your streams is by being included um, in the Discovery Weekly pod or playlist. Okay,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can reach your fans, like we said. Spotify for artists is a discovery, and emerging artists, it's a discovery tool. So you
yeah,
guys got to treat it like that. This is a place where I can connect with fans and they can discover my music.
yeah, yeah, yep.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
All right. Because the bottom line is you want to make great music and build engagement. Okay. So that is key. That is key. So now,
yeah. Go
yeah.
ahead.
So no, I didn't know
But
if
that's
you
one of
want
the things, yeah, but that's one of the things, why they say, always release your music on Friday because everything
to. Uh-huh.
starts on that Monday. You know what I mean?
Okay.
They used to say, Tuesday was the day, but they moved it to
Um,
Friday. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, is that okay? So, because I've noticed that a lot of people they release music on Fridays now. It used to be
yeah,
like new music
it used to be
Mondays or
Tuesday. Yeah,
Tuesday.
it
Yeah,
was
when I was in
Tuesday. Yeah,
radio, I think it was Tuesday. Yeah.
yeah, it's
Um,
Friday now. Yeah,
that's interesting. That's interesting. Okay, I want to actually share because we want people to succeed here. Let's see what he said. This young man said, I have used SoundCloud, however, never tried to reach Spotify. Yeah, baby, get into it. I'm glad you tapping in, Trey Shaw, so you can, get this information because we trying to give it to you guys.
yeah,
And then one other thing I just wanted to talk about. I wanted to highlight a third party company here. We don't have anything to do with them. It's just a company that, since our topic was triggering the algorithm, this is
hmm,
something you guys can do it yourself, because we want you guys ideally to come work with us at 50/50 Music Group. But we want to empower our people and share, how to be successful. Okay, because our success is your success. So
hmm,
come in, you can work with us, you know how to reach us. But oh, let me change my banner too. We got to get back to let me, you know what I'm saying, put our trigger in the Spotify algorithm.
yeah,
banner
Yeah.
on here. So we wanted to highlight, since we're talking about triggering the Spotify algorithm, we want to highlight Playlist Hunter, this tool. It actually, this website right here, you guys could go get a monthly subscription with them or work with us. We can get you, we know where to guide you guys to get be successful. If you want to trigger the Spotify algorithm, hey, this is a company that will help you get there. So Playlist Hunter
Mm-hmm.
tool scans for Spotify in real time. So it scans Spotify in real time and it finds playlists specific to the keywords. OPO talked about it. The
Mm-hmm.
keywords that people search for. So the mood, like he said, the genre,
Mm-hmm.
it's, artists
Yeah,
like,
tempo. Yeah, the
yeah,
tempo,
mhm,
and everything, man. What key it's
parties,
in.
yeah,
Yeah,
mood,
yeah.
it's very important. Your keywords are important. All right. So when you releasing your music, make sure you always thinking about the keywords. What are people looking for? How am I, why, if if I make music that sounds like Janelle Monae, I don't know why I just, you know,
Yeah.
pulled her
Yeah.
out the sky. But you want to maybe even put her in a keyword because her fans are potentially your fans. Okay,
And
so
that's and
yeah.
that's also how you end up, when it says, what's that little category? I don't know if they still have it, but you have other artists that's
Hmm.
that
Similar.
listen to,
It's
that
similar
similar
to,
artists.
yeah.
So
Hmm.
if you do put those keywords far as for those artists, they will put you in that category far as them similar artists. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
and
So
in
that is
music sync
important.
licensing, that's important too. I have success. I have a friend who has a music sync licensing firm in New York, and they have a song artist who has a song similar to 50 Cent in the club. And if they don't
Hmm.
want to pay that 50 Cent in the club licensing fee,
They
they
can
have a
go to
song
that.
similar. They can go to that song. So, but they make sure they tag it, they tag that song to their
Hmm.
competitor song, so people know it's similar to this song. Okay, you
Yeah.
might get business like that. So
Yeah.
don't, those are things to look at, and this is why you listening to this podcast. This is why you need to share this podcast with other musicians, because we're trying to empower you guys to be successful in this
Yeah.
music business. So
Yeah.
if you want to activate your Spotify algorithm from release day, you got to secure listeners, get fans, and activate the algorithm. So this company right here, is something that it's just another third party company that you guys can use. Let's see, they target curators, finding their details, the playlist owner's name, email, or IG handle, plus the URL. So these curators want to be pitched. So
Hmm.
this will help you to trigger the Spotify algorithm if you get on specific playlists. Okay, so you still have to do the pitching though. So this ain't gonna pitch for you. Okay. So that's why you probably want to hire someone like us to actually help you manage this. Because as an artist, you can't be the artist, the producer, the writer, recording, touring. You can't do
Hmm.
it all. So you want to have a team that we can help you manage your Playlist Hunter account. So have the professionals do it. That's what
Yeah.
I do. I don't like, I'm not a legal person, so I don't
Yeah.
try to delve into that profession. Okay,
Hmm.
I hire a legal person. Okay. So it says Playlist Hunter uses a advanced AI machine learning to identify playlists which are suitable for your music, by using association data. The algorithm not only shows your playlist for your keyword, but provides results other users have success with. Okay. So remember what we
Hmm.
said? We said association. Okay.
Hmm.
I'm not associated with this 50 Cent song, but my song is similar too. Okay.
Hmm.
And that's one thing. So they're saying that they can help you get high response rate, maximize exposure. So and the pricing ain't even that much every month, but you got to be prepared to work, because they're giving you, like they said, they're giving you access to I've worked with Miko before, MICCO, where
Hmm.
they give you the playlist owner's name. They may give you the email, but this one is giving you the IG handle too. So, like I said, you can slide up in their DMs, because obviously that's probably a better way for them to get your access to your music and stay within the Instagram platform,
Yeah. Yeah.
and where a lot of your music and stuff is. So
Yeah.
they can
Yeah.
check you out. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Mm,
So you still have to pitch. And we talking about pitching is one by one, one
yeah.
by one. You can't just
Yeah.
mass pitch these playlist people. So if somebody's
No.
gonna have to work this, okay. So
Yeah.
it's worth finding. I don't care if it's your cousin in them, if it's somebody like us, a professional, or somebody that you want to hire, but you need to hire a team that's gonna actually pitch, okay?
Yeah.
To get
Please
your
stay
song to
and
place.
I'll put something on um I put something on IG where it says, in 2022, stay away from paying for streams. That is
Yeah,
tacky. That is tacky. That is
yeah,
real tacky. We see that,
yeah.
and the algorithm will not work in your favor. It
Mm-mm.
will not
And
work in your
actually,
favor at all.
I've known some artists to be banned from Spotify for
Yeah,
doing that.
yeah,
So this is an organic way of introducing yourself and your music to music playlist creators to activate the Spotify algorithm. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop sharing that now, and I'm gonna get ready to kind of let OPO go.
yeah.
Um,
They pissing me
'Cause
off. They did. Yeah, go ahead,
what the Cowboys?
man.
Go ahead. What they got going on, Opio?
No, we intercepted the ball and then they intercepted right back.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah,
See, them Cowboys. All right, we're gonna pray. We're gonna pray for
man.
your
Yeah,
team today. Or no, you
yeah,
Washington Redskins though, right?
yeah.
Out there.
Redskins.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
great.
Washington
I
football
lived in
team.
Dallas. I like Dallas. My brother, my family, my dad, my stepdad, everybody on them
Yeah,
Cowboys hard. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
All right.
yeah.
So real quick, music success tips before we get up out of here.
Okay.
And so we talked about streaming money. So I mean, and one thing I hope you guys been edified or got something out of this conversation today about triggering the Spotify playlist. Somebody agreed with us right here and said
Mm-hmm.
true. But if you want to connect with us, make sure you go to podcast at 50mg.com. Talk to us. We talk back. Okay.
Yes.
And that's the way you can reach us. So we did talk about that. How to make money in music streaming, how to trigger the Spotify algorithm, all right, to increase your streams and your music sales. So, but if you're not somebody like Drake, you know what I'm saying, getting
Mm-hmm.
millions of streams, where else is the money at in the music business? OPO, people want to know.
Publishing. It's in publishing. It's in radio and it's in TV network. It's in sync licensing. It's when I mean TV networks, meaning that if you submit your music videos to MTV, BET, you do get your publishing back for when they pick it up and it be in
Right.
rotation. A lot of people
And
don't.
getting played
Yeah,
on music. I mean,
yeah,
getting your music played on the radio, you will make
yes,
like
yes,
streaming income, you do make
yeah,
money, residual
yeah.
income off of that as well.
Yeah.
Publishing
Yep. Yep. And when you also do performances,
money.
in big places, big events, or even
Stadiums.
post, yeah,
Hmm.
you get you get paid your publishing. Also, you get paid for your show, but then you also get paid for publishing because you perform that song in that stadium. You know what I'm saying? You performed it in that place. So you get paid twice. You know what I mean? Um, you know what I mean? So, see, somebody from DC, I understand.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Come on, skins.
yeah, I'm saying they BS. But yeah, you know what I mean? It's in
Yeah.
and it's in publishing, it's in sync licensing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's where the money
So,
is. And then
and I mean,
once you
I
hit,
just wanted to say something on that too. Publishing, don't understand too. When every time your song is played in them big stadiums, like at basketball games, football games, etc.,
they gotta
that's
pay that
publishing
fee.
money too. They gotta
Yes.
pay. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? People
Yeah.
don't know
You
that.
just
Like
gotta have
that song, like we will rock you. You know that's they making money, millions off of that song to
yeah.
this day.
That's why one of the things far as with Ingroove UMG asks, far as with marketing is
Mhm,
what is your concert schedule? What is your performance schedule?
mhm, mhm.
Because they need to know that far as they need to go and put in what they need to do far as to collect them that publishing when you go,
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
what I mean? So,
So y'all don't
yeah,
make just music for the radio. Make music for them stadiums, them games. To get people
yeah,
riled up and. So just think beyond just music fans sometimes, and think
yeah,
about the movies. Yeah,
Yeah.
think
And
about television and advertising,
and some of the
video
things that
games.
we run into,
Uh-huh.
with artists, and um they don't want to make music for the radio. And that
Mm,
is not good, because
mm,
that would attract everybody else to all the other stuff that you do. If you're,
mhm.
if you're a street rapper, or you got to make some type of,
Radio
radio.
friendly music.
Yeah, you got to make that, man. You know what I mean? That's where you get all your publishing and everything from. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Um, you know, it don't necessarily got to be, poppy type of, you know, pop sound type of rap. You know what I mean? You can have the same stuff, but just make it more radio friendly. And if it's more of a, you know, uh, it's just that, oh,
Ooh,
ooh,
oh, what y'all doing?
oh, okay, okay.
We gotta let Opio
Okay,
go,
yeah,
y'all. We got
man. All right. Cowboys
all
fumbled
right.
the ball and we got it
Uh-oh.
back. Okay,
All right,
cool.
they got it back, y'all.
Oh,
All
they
right,
got a
well, cool.
flag. Oh, jeez, got a
The
flag
flag on
already.
the play, flag on the play. So look,
Yeah, but
okay, so
yeah, but
yeah.
you have to create some type of radio versions of your music. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
You have to create a radio
All the
versions.
time. All
Yes,
the time.
yes,
Like I promise you guys, you
yeah.
please, okay, before we when you are in the mastering process, make sure you get your show disc, meaning, and then
Mm-hmm.
I'm old school, so get that
Mm-hmm.
show version of your song, get that mastered as well, okay, where you just maybe
Yeah,
have your ad libs and the hook in it, because don't nobody want to hear you lip singing over your own record.
yeah,
That's important. Get a radio version of the song, get the clean version, get the instrumental, get the radio, the radio version, the acapella, you know what I'm saying? Get all of those versions of the song. Get that radio version with, remember we talked about a couple weeks ago with the intro, because music directors, program directors, we don't want to have to put an intro on your song just so my radio personality can have 15 seconds to
yeah,
announce something and then lead up to your song. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? You're doing yourself a disservice if you don't have a little bit of intro. Some people just want to boom, start the song off, but it's like make a little version, and that's fine if you want that, but make a version specifically for the radio as well.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
that's that.
yeah.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
important, y'all. Like those are other places
yeah.
that you can tap into revenue by like
Yeah,
OPO said, publishing.
that's one of our, and that's one of our stipulations. If you don't have any radio hits, you know what I mean, we can't do anything for you unless we create it for you. And if you don't want us to do that, then we can't do anything, because that's
Hmm.
where the money is. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Far as for you and far as for anybody else. You know,
Hmm.
it's all good to have songs, just that, and just to have songs, but where the money is in the publishing, it's in the sync
Hmm.
licensing, it's in submitting getting your music video on MTV and BET, you know what I
Hmm.
mean, and getting your song on terrestrial radio. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
That's where the money is, and then
And I also,
that will
uh,
segue into all of your streaming. You know what I mean? Then people will start looking at, Spotify and Apple Music, and start streaming more and more that way.
mhm,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? So a lot of
Yeah, because
people
once I'm
wanted,
a fan, I'm a fan.
yeah.
I'm a follow you. I'm like Dwelle. I've been following Dwelle probably for about 20 years. The first,
Hmm.
the early 2000s, and I literally whatever he drops, I'm listening, I'm streaming, and he's from the Detroit area. But once I'm a fan for life. Belle Biv DeVoe, Candy Girl, when they was New Edition, I'm still a
Hmm.
fan for life. They got a show coming up in Dallas, and then a 90s kickback party. Concert with like 702 and 112 and some other 90s artists and whatever. But I'm just saying, I'm going to be, at the concerts when they come to town, so you got to understand you are building a lifelong relationship,
Yeah.
a fan base, okay,
you
with
know
people.
and a, and a lot of people don't realize that, people want to do the streaming first and then do everything else. But sometimes you have to do everything else first and come back and let the streaming work. You know what I mean? Um,
Mhm,
all of the get your music videos done, put them in the right place,
mhm,
do a radio campaign, even if it's an internet radio or something really small, you know what I
mhm,
mean? it still, can help you and
Yeah.
to get in, to help your Spotify algorithm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So people will
Absolutely.
go back and look at you. The more times they click on it, you know what I mean? Our system will let us know that people are really looking at it, and there's a potential marketing opportunity for that song. And then we will
Mhm.
look at it and see what we can do as far as the market or to promote it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You
Now, the
know that.
very talented Trashad said, "Do you guys help with connecting artists to tier producers? Because I melodize well, but I know they will understand how to build the beat around my sound. So that's why I had put up our Proto Beats
Yeah,
uh, banner, because yes, we have a
yeah,
studio. Opio
yeah.
just
We do.
hired some new producers,
Yeah,
right?
I just hired 2 new producers yesterday, you know what I mean? And,
Hmm.
they are some really talented brothers, man. One is 21 from the Atlanta area, you know what I
Young,
mean?
I
Yeah,
love it.
yeah, man,
Young, new
real
sound.
smart guy,
Mhm.
and he uses and the thing is what he told me, he uses Soundtrap, which is an
Mhm.
online platform, which is kinda like
Mm,
made for it's kinda like made for kids to learn how to do production, but
mhm,
the stuff that he comes out with that,
mhm.
I was like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? And
I
then
worked with Mouse on the Track for a while. I worked with
mhm,
his manager, and he could produce on some type of online platform similar like that on an iPad. It used to trip me out. We talking about,
mhm,
Mouse on the Track, y'all. So yeah, and the younger generation, they know all of this technology. They know how to do it, and I'm like, as
yeah,
long as it comes out and it sounds great, like you
yeah,
said, I'm
yeah,
all with that. So Trey Shot, yeah, go
yeah,
to you in Dallas, I know, and Opio, the
what we
Proto
do
Beat Studio.
Yeah, what we
Yeah.
do is we do recording sessions, over the internet, far as online. So we do
Okay.
have that ability to
Okay.
record you from your house, and
Right.
yeah,
And
yep,
maybe
and
we
we
can
do,
connect you with
yeah,
the producer, the
and we do,
21-year-old out of
yeah,
and I
and we
y'all about
do,
the same age. He in
yeah,
Atlanta.
yeah.
Mhm.
We do also build around your beat. That's one of the key
Mm,
things that we do is build, rebuild the beat around your voice. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah, we do that.
Yeah, I'm really glad you answered his question. So hopefully, hopefully Trey Shad, like I said, connect with us at podcast at 5050mg.com. If you haven't been to Proto B Studios, it's got to be somebody, one of our fam. You need to make sure you visit it ASAP. Artist, schedule your session through the website. Okay, that's
Yeah,
somebody in the family. They private though. They account
I
is
don't know.
private. We just gonna
I don't
pray
know.
for them.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think you gotta hit something, y'all. Y'all gotta hit something. All right, you gotta hit something that will allow your profile to be
yeah.
seen publicly. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I also wanted to say as far as with Proto Beats or you do your sessions, we do it online because a lot of people will call in and say, "Yeah, we need a session here and in here," and then they don't show up. You know what I
mhm,
mean? So that is time that that could have been booked for somebody else. So if you go through the website, you drop your deposit, then we will call you right after you drop your deposit, and then we
mhm,
know that that you're serious and that you are professional.
mhm,
You
right.
know what I mean? So yeah,
So
that's
for
how
the
we do
sake
that.
of time, why don't I spread my tips on where the money at?
Yeah, sure.
I do this at the end. The next couple weeks, I'm gonna do where the money at tip. And that was our one tip. We talked about publishing, we talked about radio, and that's where some additional revenue money is for artists. So I'll give you guys all the other tips. I'm a kind of, since me and my brother like to answer questions, and we kind of have to elaborate and talk about things in detail a little bit. And I
Hmm.
just can't rush and say this, and that. I'm gonna spread it out at the end of every one of our shows in the next few weeks ahead. Where's the money at? Okay, as far as emerging artists in the music business, and even established artists, where are they getting besides streaming? If streaming is only giving you a quarter of a cent, uh, you know,
Hmm.
where is the money at? So we'll continue on the next show and give you guys some more tips, because that's what we like to do here, empower everybody. Um, because we want you guys to succeed, and that's the reason why we are doing this podcast. Let me see one more thing, Trey Shot, before we get up out of here. That would be great. My mom said hi. You know I love your mama. This woman got some talented kids. Shout out to KO. Her granddaughter is a supermodel. I ain't never seen no little baby that, I mean, she about, a little, under 10 years old, but this girl can walk a catwalk. Okay. So shout out to Tracy, because she got some talented kids. So she said hi and she loved you. And when you coming to Dallas, I'm coming to Dallas and I'm gonna come look at y'all. I'll come, come check y'all out. I love y'all so much. We love everybody so much for listening, tapping in, leaving us comments. Make sure you subscribe to our 50/50 music group YouTube channel, because we go live on StreamYard every Sunday morning right here, 9 a.m. when I ain't running late, Pacific Standard Time, and 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, where Opio is. And that's it, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Yeah, what do you say about my mama? Yeah, banana pudding. I need some of your mama banana pudding. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So let me hit this one banner right here. Let me see, comments, turned it off, and then banner on. There we go. Tap in every Sunday morning. We're gonna let Opio get to this Redskins and Cowboys game.
Man. Yeah.
Go Redskins. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
we're gonna go ahead.
We seeing what they gonna do. We
man. Yeah, man. And then I just wanted to leave you guys with this last tip. Bottom line, work on your craft and make good music. You hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. And everything gonna be all right. Opio, you got some final words for the people?
Yeah, a lot of people, a lot of people, is with this independent artist thing, you know what I mean? A lot of platforms and a lot of other companies, they be a little disingenuous on getting with a company, you know what I mean? Because it helps, it helps their platform. You know what I mean? It helps their platform to reach what they need to reach. Something like I'm just saying, like a company that, a distribution company that starts with a U. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to say that, if, they say, come over here, you know what I'm saying? You don't need a, you don't need, to be with a company to do what you need to do. You can be independent. They doing all this fluff up and this gassing up far as, independent artists is, but then, they want you to pay the, the 10.99 a month or 15.99 a month, and they only give you but limited stuff. You know what I mean? It's like really,
and
limited.
No guidance, no hands-on guidance.
You know what I mean? And and it's disingenuous because they don't tell the whole truth. You know what I mean? And most artists that get with a major, or some that's a mini major or indie major or whatever, and if they do owe that company money because they gave them an advancement, you know what I mean? Of course that company is going to want that money back. You know what I mean? This is not
it's business.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is it ain't like you can go in there and apply for a credit card.
Remember,
you
apply
for,
to just be like,
it ain't like you can go and apply for a credit card and be like, no, I'm gonna pay that, let it go to my credit. You know what I'm saying? As Black people, we need to not do
better
anyway.
I had to learn the hard way on that.
You know what I mean?
Dig myself out of a hole, because your credit is everything.
And you know what I mean?
You have to be smart and wise about that. And what he also, and what I hear what you're saying too, like back in the day where, TLC or Tony Braxton, where they went wrong, they wanted the limos, they wanted travel, they didn't understand it. All of that stuff is gonna have to be paid back to the label.
So you know what I mean? So
be in control of your budget.
Artists, when you be hearing artists be like, I can't get out of my label, and that's because you probably owe them people what they gave you.
When they book studio sessions in a certain studio with certain producers, that is expensive.
But you gotta, and the thing is also, Yeah, and also, they give you, 1.3 million to do an album.
Right.
You know what I'm
Do
saying?
you
They
have
give
to
you that
spend
to
all of it?
create, and you go out and spend it and buying cars and rims and jewelry when you supposed to been doing an album. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Be careful. Be careful.
You
We
know,
talked about that, before,
and then and then they
who's managing
cry,
your money.
then they cry
Yeah.
victim. You know what I'm saying? Then they cry
So I
victim.
think what you're trying to say is it's one thing is it's great to be independent.
Yeah,
Okay. You want to be
it's
independent,
if
but
yeah,
understand that's what it is. You're gonna
yeah,
be by yourself,
yeah,
doing this all by yourself. No
yeah.
team. I need a
But
team.
there's
I don't
there's a
have
yeah, but there's a system to it. You know what I mean?
no problem.
Um, everybody had everything has a system built on top of a system built on top of
Hmm.
a system. But the
Hmm.
thing is, you got to find the ground. You got to find the groundwork, far as how to the foundation of it. You got to know the foundation. You know what I mean? And then build on that. You have to
Right.
build.
We
Late. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go.
50/50 Music Group is a conduit to the system.
Yeah,
Okay. So you can get your music to all of the DSPs globally. Okay. We just don't focus on the United States of America. Okay. We're talking global
yeah,
reach.
yeah,
And then there's the music sync licensing department. There's publishing, that collections. There's a lot of label administration that goes on. So, I think what you're trying to say, OPO, is, but one thing about 50/50 Music Group, if you sign on as a label here, you still are independent. You just
yeah,
have major distribution. Okay. Instead of tier two distribution, you have tier one. Instead of
yeah,
not having music video distribution, you have music video distribution, and you need that. Okay. You need that as an artist. I'm just saying, or as a label. So
yeah, yeah,
there is kind of this perception that they put out there, like what's his name? Chance the Rapper. He did all of this independent. Trust me, that brother got a team. That
yeah,
brother got a team, and I believe like
yeah.
his parents was connected to the Obamas,
To the
and he's
Yeah,
connected.
connected to the
Okay,
government. His father
so
was a government official and all this other stuff
okay,
to
he's
the city of
connected to people
Chicago
in
and
high
everything.
places.
Yeah, yeah,
Come on. So yeah, he's independent, but he's connected independently. So get connected. Work with us. Proto Beats
yeah,
studios.com. If
yeah,
you need anything, those versions, the different versions of the music, the mastering,
yeah.
you want to connect with
Everything. Yeah,
our producers. We got that. And then also podcast at 5050mg.com is how you can connect with us. All right. Work on your craft, make good music, and tap in next Sunday right here to 50/50 Music Group. All
yeah,
right. 50/50 Music Podcast. OPO, that's our time. We're gonna let you
yeah. Let me go.
watch that
Let me.
game.
Yeah. They peeing me off
I'm,
over here.
I'm about to end the podcast right now. Love y'all. Catch y'all next Sunday right here. All right. 50/50 Music Group Podcast.
Peace. See y'all.